Good morning, farmers. Out here collecting honey, as we do first thing in the morning. The sun is out. It's going to be a beautiful day. And yet we'll be harvesting that lupine that we planted a couple months ago. Time to harvest it. I haven't checked the pricing just yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll be storing it somewhere. And I do have 4 workers going, doing some odds and ends around some fields. And if everything goes well, I should get 1 field harvested today. I think that's my only goal per se. It is the 3.15 hectare size field, so we'll get done what we can get done. I'm in really no rush at this point now that those pea fields are all set to go. So we'll just have to flip these fields over. There's only 3 of them. And then, like I said, I got 4 workers going. 2 over in Peace Field, the small fields. Probably just easier if I show you the map here. Yeah, so this little small field here, I think it's like a 0.2 hectare size field. This is a 0.99 hectare size field. Plowing that. And the fields over the hill here, I kind of forgot about these, but we're taking care of these. I have double checked. All of Old Wheatford's done. Yes, Newfields is done. Lakeside is done. Yeah, we're pretty much all set, ready to go here. So I got 11 jars of honey this morning. So I got multiple ones. Did I get multiple? I got to start checking that on the honey. It seems like I'm getting a lot of honey all of a sudden. I don't know why, but that's fine. We'll go downstairs, put it into our pantry. James should be good. We gave him a fish yesterday, so he should be more than happy for a week or so. I was going to talk to my wife, but I see she's in the kitchen. I need to get outside. We're going to run across the street. Our harvester is ready to go. Our CX tractor is ready to go with the trailer as well. Any apples growing? Nope. Probably not for a while. Traffic looks like it's going to hold off for us. Oh yeah, we're going to check the map to see what the pricing is of some stuff. Peas, the price has dropped, but lupine has gone up. So depending on how much lupine we get, we can just store it in the silo at the farm. Or I can bring it all the way down to Old Wheatford down there, because we do have another silo. 3 fields. Lupine doesn't yield the greatest, so yeah, I don't know how much we're going to get this field here. I think it all depends on how much we get this field here. Then I'll start to decide where I want to store it. Then we'll figure it out later on here. Let's go ahead and just get everything all situated. Nothing should be hooked up to anything because I just reloaded the game here. So let's go ahead and make sure that's attached. There we go. That's all I need to do with you. Our combine's a little messy, but deal with it. Turn the header on, put the header down. Let's do a little cruise control here. And start tearing it up. So yeah, I'm doing the big field first. That way I can hire a worker to come in and start plowing maybe behind us. Once I get probably like halfway done. Try to get done the work as soon as possible. And once we get these 3 fields finished harvesting and I get some workers working in there, we'll skip to the month of September when our pea fields are ready for harvest. Should be early September-ish. And then, of course, somewhere around the 10th of September to the 15th of December, we'll start throwing workers around everywhere to start seeding some canola. So when spring comes, we have a huge harvest once again. Trying to earn, I forgot what we got last year, but just shy of $2 million from our harvest is what we should get. Depending on the price of the canola when springtime comes and we harvest it. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan that we have here. So probably just a couple more episodes before we fast forward through September. And like I said, fingers crossed, next spring, little Timmy will be out of the crib. I don't think he'll come out of the crib right when spring happens, because I don't think he was actually born until late April, I think. So I don't know if he has to be exactly 4 years old, or is it just his 4th season? I don't know, but we'll find out together. But then again, like I said many times, I thought this year he was turning 4. I have no idea how old my son is. I don't even know how long I've even been married either, so I don't I have not a clue. I'm too focused on the farm. That's my problem. Too focused on the farm. No, I want to... There we go. Zoom out that far so I can get a decent view of my combine harvester. So yeah, we're just definitely going to store the lupine for now. I don't think the price is the greatest. I think lupine can get up to 800 and some odd dollars. I think that's the best price I remember seeing before for lupine. Peas we know can get up to 1100, somewhere around there. How are we filling up? So one headland around the field is going to be pretty much a quarter of a tank. So I'm going to go around about 4 times before I fill up this combine. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to fill this trailer on this field or not. The trailer's that, so yeah, I think we can store it at the farm. This lupine, I'm just trying to remember how many liters that silo is. It's been so long since I used a silo at the main farm. I think this would be a good time to store it. Of course, we got the silo, and then of course we got the storage area above the garage. I guess it just throws it on the floor if I remember correctly. I think last time I used a silo at the farm was like the first year, and I was like, wait a minute, this silo doesn't hold nearly enough at all. And not really knowing when the best price was, and of course always needing money when you first start out. You're just like, well, I'm just going to sell the crop and get the cash. Yeah, so like I said, my only goal for today is just to go ahead and harvest this one field here. I think the next episode we can easily harvest the other 2 fields rather quickly. Because I think those 2 fields are just a little bit over the size of this field. I think it's 1.5 hectare in that field right there, and the one on the other side of John is like 1.8 hectares. So it'll be just a little bit, those 2 fields right there will be just a little bit bigger than this one is here. So I'm going to spread it out during the next two episodes. Just want to keep an eye on my combine. So definitely 3 times around. I'll probably just be on the safe side of my 3rd headland. Let's go ahead and unload into the trailer. That way I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, just keep on making circles if we get it all harvested. And like I said, if I do get a free worker, I'll go ahead and maybe start plowing over here. Maybe. Although I do think that my trailer up there could be in the way. I think that's where that worker spawns for some weird reason. Because lately it seems to be I'm parking my equipment right where the worker needs to spawn. Just the way my luck is. Well, with 3 headlands done and 83% full, I figured, yep, time to unload the harvester. I just hired 2 more workers over in Peaksville to go ahead and do those small fields. They will be cultivating those. Just make sure I'm over the trailer here. Don't be spilling my grain everywhere. So I'm about 1/3 of the way through the field and about a full combine. So that means I think I can get all the lupine into this trailer, which means we should be able to fit it all into the silo. I think the silo at the home holds 50,000. Does it tell me in the farm stats? Because I don't know where that would even say. Yeah, it just says 0% of 0. So you can see last time I put in the grain silo, last time it was canola and the grain storage was peas, but it doesn't say what the storage capacity is. I want to say it's 50,000 and 40,000. 50,000 in the silo and 40,000 in the storage capacity. I'm probably not even close because, like I said, I haven't used it in years. There we go. There's that lupine all taken care of. Yep, actually we're near 40% done in this field. So next time I get a full combine, it should be 80% done, right? You would think. Let's zip around the field and find out. I do think we're close enough to having a full tank, so let's go ahead and empty it. Plus we are at the 80%. So I should be able to finish the rest of the field no problem with the combine that we have. And now I would like to go and see if I got a worker free to come on over here and start plowing this field on up. I probably will cultivate the fields myself just because, yeah, the workers, seems like when they cultivate sometimes they don't take the furrows out. So when it comes time to harvest next time, yeah, it will bounce around everywhere. So this field here is fully plowed and cultivated. What about this field here? That needs to be plowed and cultivated. I can hire him to plow that field there. And I should have one more worker available to come in and start plowing this field here. I should have no problem keeping ahead of him, as we know. Just wait for the information to go away so I can hire another one. You got to wait like 6 seconds. Usually once the information goes away that you hired a worker somewhere else, you can then come in and hire another one. Now the only problem we're going to have here is probably when he starts coming in plowing the field, we're going to get like, we may get that he's, maybe we won't get the sign that he's destroying crops. He shouldn't yet. Yeah, we won't get that same symbol like we do when we're cultivating, hire a worker to cultivate. We haven't finished plowing the field yet, where it says, hey, you need to plow the field. It's like, I am plowing the field. Where he's cultivating, it is plowed. Peanut, how about turning on the header first? Yeah, that usually helps. There we go. That's much better. So I lost a little bit of crop there. Oh well. We all make mistakes. Just as long as you learn from them. And I'll learn on that one for like about maybe an hour and I'll forget about it. Yeah, so next time, like I said, we'll harvest the other 2 fields and then I'll be following behind all the workers that are plowing and cultivating these 3 fields. And then, yeah, we'll skip through on to September. And we'll have a lot of work to do in September. The festival will be going on. I'll have to do some cooking. We'll have the peas to harvest. And all the fields will need to be sown with canola. No wheat. No winter wheat, I don't think. Not going to bother with that. Just pure straight canola. And hopefully if the market is good, we can sell our peas and this lupine here. Doesn't that worker know it's best to go clockwise, not counterclockwise? Whatever, as long as he gets the job done. I don't know why I just thought of it, but I'm like, is there a scarecrow in this field? If not, I just lost 10% on the harvest. But no, there's one there. I'm so used to them just always being there, so I always forget to check. And usually I don't remember to check until like I'm about this far in. It's like, oh wait, is there a scarecrow there? Heck of a time to be checking. Yeah, so I think, like I said, the main silo back at the farm is a 50,000. Yeah, I know, I've probably been saying liters all this time. It's actually kilograms on Farmer's Dynasty. I think that holds 50,000. And that's where we'll dump our lupine in. So in theory, off the other 2 fields, I should get just about as much lupine as we got off of this one field here. Which means I should be able to store the rest into the silo. And also then put it into the storage area right here at the farm. I'm trying to remember, did we buy the silo over by the hardware store? I don't think we did. Or did I? I can't remember. I know we own the one up in Old Wheatford, and we own the one down by the mill. Because next year, what we may do, if the price of canola is not good, well, it's kind of hard. You can't tell your workers to store the canola. They just sell it directly. Well, maybe next year what we might do is just harvest the canola when the price is good. was like, I know it was at 80%. Okay, so I think it's 80% of the field that's been... How's that actually calculating that? Because I'm harvesting, and it's staying right at 79% because he's plowing in the area that's already been harvested. I think we're competing with one another. Interesting how they decide to keep the stats on the field that way. But don't worry, sir, Mr. Worker. We'll be out of this field here in no time flat. Just a couple more minutes and I'll be gone. I'll move the combine harvester down to the next field and get the trailer out of the field for you. %70 fuel. Like, yeah, I may need to bring the combine back at some point and wash it. There's no rainy days in sight. Well, there is one in like maybe 6 days. But it might be just as easier to bring the combine back and wash it at the garage. It's like 2 more passes and I am done. Okay, maybe 3. Header's not as wide as I'm thinking it is. This is not the 45 footers that you use on Farming Simulator. I think this is a 9-meter header that we have on here. I probably would do more harvesting if we could buy another harvester. I just don't want to drive it all the way over to Peaksville, way over. I mean, that's a long drive back and forth. I would like it if there was another sell point on the map. Like on the east side. No, that's the wrong button. There we go. What do we got in here? 4,000, and the trailer has, yeah, plenty of room in the trailer. So as we did our test a few weeks ago, actually it's probably been a month now, yeah, lupine doesn't harvest that well. I like to plant it just because this is in the last growth stage. It gives off nice colors to the map. So just shy of 25,000 liters. Excuse me, kilograms. I know I do it all the time. I try to correct myself and catch myself, but I should probably just call it liters. Can I change that in the options? I don't think so. But then again, the options are one of those things I set up like 2 years ago and haven't looked at since, so I don't know if we can change that option. Ooh, that's a big mound of dirt there. Alright, we'll just park that there. Oh, I'm getting a little hungry. I'm like, it doesn't seem like I'm running as fast as I can. Nope, because your hunger's down to below 40%. Let's go grab our trailer here. Bring it on down to the farm. Dump it into the silo. And the next thing I probably should do is check the greenhouse because it is summer. So the greenhouse at the farm may need to be have the sprinklers turned on. The trailer looks more than 77% full. So this is about the only thing I really mostly will use the CX tractor for, and that's transporting grain. I think the FV tractor is the tractor I'll be using most of the time. And this tractor doesn't quite fit my style. I don't really prefer the look of it. Maybe it's the color I got it painted now. I don't know. Anyways. Alright, we should be emptying into the silo. Okay, so it says right there 60,000 kilograms. So in theory, I would think after we harvest the next 2 fields next time, I should be able to put all the grain right into this one silo. And I might as well leave the tractor actually right here. I don't want to bring it back over to the other field because I shouldn't be in the worker's way, but we'll just leave it here and I can take it over tomorrow morning. Almost empty. And I can start putting the trailer down. Perfect. Let's go see what our greenhouse looks like. Well, we know what the greenhouse looks like. What's the moisture content? Yep, a little bit on the low side. Let's go ahead and give that some water. Close that on up. We talked to the wife the other day, so she should be good for a while. James, we gave him a fish. Timmy's doing what he's doing. Yeah, so as for the flowers, like I said in the front, I'll just let them go if they wither, whatever. I think I'll just go back to just mowing it. I'm not getting that many more social points with these flowers up front. Then rather just have the roses around where the wife can automatically water those. Save me some time. Yep, let's just ignore the wife. She's fine. How are we doing on the manure here? Yeah, I just have to remember when I get done and we fast forward to September, we may have to spray some manure down and I may have to empty this out. And that way I don't overfill it. Fire's still going good. Yep, Rex is still down here doing Rex things. Buddy, what do you do down here all the time all by yourself? I don't know. And I really don't know what you're... I've tried many things to try to get you unstuck. I tried petting you. We don't feed you. You don't run away. Maybe you like to run away, but... No, you shouldn't run away because he always has a heart. I don't know. He's supposed to be like James the cat, where after a while... he'll just get like a green happy face, and eventually you don't feed him any sausages, he'll run off. But I think after I got him, I've probably given him like 3 or 4 sausages in like 2 years that he's been here on the farm. Anyways, let's grab a seat because I worked a long day. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's time for me to call it quits. But that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you the next time right here on The Day in the Farm. But until then, have a good one.